What's wrong with drivers nowadays? Is it just me, or people are becoming more reckless on the road? It's probably just me. I'm a pedestrian, you see. I don't drive, so I pay attention. I pay attention and I notice when economy, for instance, quote unquote, gets into trouble, people become more aggressive when they're driving, reckless, dangerous even. Yeah. You see, nobody puts a gun to your head and says, go into debt. Nobody forces you, you know, to buy luxury apartments or luxury cars. Nobody forces you. Well, maybe young couples are forced into it. If you want to, be in a relationship, you kind of have to have it all nowadays. And I suppose lots of young men, they go into debt, so they can, start a family. But otherwise, you're gonna be, outside the gene pool. People nowadays are just too demanding. It's incredible. In the times of my grandparents, they didn't care. They didn't care. It was an arrangement, you see. They just came together because they knew together they would have a better chance. So people came together with nothing and build a life together. Well, nowadays, the men especially have to have it all already, at the age of 18. Otherwise, you're just not gonna have any, luck, I suppose. And you're gonna be excluded from the gene pool. And then women start freezing their eggs because they're hoping or waiting for that special person. Oh, he will soon manifest. He will soon. I don't care what age he is, but I'm gonna freeze my eggs, so just in case. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, drivers. Drivers. This morning I was walking the dog. It was around 6 in the morning. That time of the day where night and day are in perfect balance. Yeah. So I was outside and it was a one-way street. So I was pretty much, safe, quote unquote. And then a car shows up in the wrong direction. So going in the opposite direction of this one-way street. I was like, okay, where's the police when you need them? Right. Anyway, have you noticed that nobody is accountable nowadays? It's always the vehicle that, oh, a vehicle lost control, a vehicle did this, a vehicle did that, and it's no longer people behind the wheel that are accountable. Just recently, the other day, I don't know if it's over, but we were having a competition, a bicycle competition. It's pretty big in France, and but they do it here as well. So La Vuelta in Spain as well. They call it La Vuelta. And so this young guy was, doing the competition, and a vehicle out of nowhere just shows up and, takes his life. He was like 20 years old or something, just starting his life. And the road was supposed to be, you know, only for the competition. The headlines was vehicle lost control, vehicle showed up, vehicle, and it's never a person driving. It's almost like they are on purpose. misplacing accountability. I've made a small video about this, that people are completely addicted to having a vehicle. No doubt a vehicle takes you from point A to point B. No doubt the vehicle can carry tons, right? A lot of people prefer, a truck, a van, something that you could carry stuff, a couch, anything. You can carry stuff. No doubt it's practical. But a vehicle also has this other effect on people. When they get on the vehicle, they turn on the radio, and the movement of this thing kind of resembles the same feeling when you had when you used to be in your mother's uterus. You see, it's crib. A vehicle is a crib, and when it moves, it feels like a rocking crib. It has a soothing effect. When people just want to run away, when life is tough, they just drive. That's what they're doing. They are emulating that feeling when you used to be in a fetal position inside your mother's womb. That's the feeling that it gets you. Imagine if it's a person that is highly irritated, angry with life, desperate. They just want to end it all. Imagine what happens, or what can happen. What happens actually? They just put the foot on the pedal and they go straight forward. Like in that film, The Fight Club, when the driver just lets go of the wheel and says, let it go, you know. Same thing. People don't associate cars, motorcycles, they don't associate it with that, but the reason why they want to have the best car, the best vehicle is, look at my crib, look at it. People sleep on it. The other day I watched this woman. She turned one of these vehicles, she turned it into a perfect crib. I'll post it in the description if I can find it, but it clearly showed, you know, what I'm trying to say is that people see that as their, house, uterus, a place where you can lay down in a fetal position and drive. So imagine that you are very pissed off at life and you just want to climb your way, climb through the umbilical cord back to that safe place. You know, that's what people, they lost it sometimes. That's what people do. And they just lock their foot on the gas and they just boom. There's this sketch from this comedian. What's his name? Can't remember right now. It is something like how to drive, or what to do to not get your face kicked by the police, and it has to do with the car and how to behave when you are in a car, and it's pretty funny. So anyway, we're going through a heat wave right now. Again, it's like the third time this year. Temperatures rise above 40 degrees Celsius. It's bearable, but above 45 it becomes problematic, especially when there's no wind helping out. So The trees are very still, as you can see. They're very still. It's like 7 or 8 in the morning right now, but it gets very, very warm. So I've been, dealing with it with the air conditioned. Yeah. And I also been arguing, trying to convince my folks to turn on their air conditioners. What are you guys thinking? Do you want to pass out? They're like, oh no, we can take it. We can take it. And I'm like, no, you can't. This is why you saved, yeah? So you can have this luxury of having an air conditioner. Now it's the time to turn it on. And they're like, no, no, we can take it. Um, Low blood pressure is associated with heat wave because the temperatures kind of um, liquefy your entrails, including your veins and your intestines. So you might have constipation, and your blood, pressure might drop because the veins and the arteries just become very smooth, and elastic because of the heat. So also you're going to sweat a lot, so you're going to lose salt and you're going to lose electrolytes. So you better replenish with magnesium, phosphorus, etc. Seafood, is excellent. Banana is excellent. Yeah. And eat salty stuff, because if your blood pressure drops, you might not even notice it and, pass away. Yeah, pass away. Oh, and of course, dehydration is a big one. People don't notice after a certain age. We just, our thirst activators, shall we call them, are very slow to tell you that you are thirsty. They are very slow to tell you. When we are young, it's immediately, but after a certain age, let's just say after 60, your thirst is going to take long to manifest, to give you the messages. So you better drink, yeah, often. So as it is during these times that I get watermelon, lots of it, because it's just good to clean your kidneys. Yeah, watermelon is excellent to do a cleaning. One year, I don't know when it was, I started sweating and peeing watermelon. I ate so much watermelon that my everything started changing color to the same of the watermelon, because I was eating a lot of watermelon. So salad is also good because it helps with the temperature. You see, eating salads, cucumber, lettuce, etc. So anyway, I've been talking for 14 minutes already. I think I'm going to shut up. Have a nice day.